welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the week number 9 of our 10 pounds 10 week prepping challenge. First of all, I got to point out the obvious, guys, the sign of the times. I actually do have the jar of oxygen absorbers living on my counter. I was gonna take it off before filming, but I thought, well, actually the fact is actually lives here, and well, I thought it was kind of sign of the time, so I decided to leave it there. Okay, we all know things are not particularly easy right now, and I do mile a bag on a regular basis, so yeah, they actually live on my counter, and yeah, this is what it is. Anyway, so guys, 10 pounds 10 weeks, this is week number 9, and I went to Lidl yet again. As many of you commented, Lidl seems to be the best value for prepping items, so today it was no different. Okay, so let's start from, I'm gonna go from this end. So I spent £9.93. Okay, first of all is some tomatoes. Lidl tomatoes, I absolutely love them. I mentioned this time and time again. They're 55p, but they do have addition of, this one is onion and garlic, and this one is Italian herbs. It's got like basil in there, and they actually taste super yummy. Yes, you can buy a basic version much cheaper. However, if you're not prepping or if you don't have any like herbs stockpiled, I think they're really good value, and actually they do taste really good. So 55p, I've got 2 of them. Next thing, right? Peas. I picked up 2 tins of green peas. First of all, I just like that tin. Don't get me started, don't question me. I just like the tin because it was ribbed. It's weird, as I said, please don't ask me why, I don't know. But the point is, guys, there were 9 pence. 9p! So I'm like, okay, so I bought a couple because, well, I've got plenty of peas, but anyway, I got a couple of those. And then I come home and I'm looking at them, it says they're actually rehydrated peas. So I'm like, okay, a rehydrated pea, I assume, is the dry pea that's been rehydrated and then canned. Sounds a bit dodgy, but there were 39 pence before, so they can't be too bad, right? But I don't know, I'm just intrigued now, and I want to open them and actually see what they're like inside. But for 9 pence, and I had loads and loads, date of that is 12/24, so clearly, I think maybe that's why they're kind of selling them off cheaper anyway. But nonetheless, I picked up 2 of those, and I'm gonna see what on earth they look like. Okay, and annoyingly, of course, they're non-stackable tins. Okay, like many of them from Lidl do. So, right, stay there. Right, next thing, I picked up 2 of the baked beans and sausages. The other day we were having a conversation with my other half, and of course, guys, we buy tins of beans and obviously the hot dog sausages, but nonetheless, it's something they are sitting in our preps anyway. And the idea was having the 2-in-1, which is a brilliant idea. I've bought some of them before. The sausages, of course, not particularly the best. However, right, we're talking about is 212 calories in half the tin, and looking at the what's inside it. So you've got 38% of beans, 30% of tomatoes, 17% pork sausages, 62% pork. We all know which part of pork goes in there. However, nonetheless though, okay, some fresh sausages you buy have less than 62% of pork. So this is not really that bad. And a couple of other things like sage and spices, blah, blah, blah. So nonetheless, right, 57 pence. It's really good, right? It's good. I think it's a really good value in terms of you have your protein, you have your beans. It's kind of all-rounder. And the fact is, yes, you buy them separately, like sausages and beans, but if you open, you kind of have to consume them, especially the sausages, within a couple of days. In here, kind of portioned already together, and I think that is a brilliant idea. So I've got 2 of them. Next thing, it goes without saying, I've got some porridge oats. They're 90p, still the same, which is fine. Of course, rice, guys, again, not going to beat this around the bush, still the same, still 52 pence. My fetish continues. I just do this out of, it's just what it is. It's part of my shopping habit, is picking up rice and pasta. No pasta in this instance, but rice. So there we have it. Next thing, guys, right? Because obviously I've been doing this is the 9th week, things like, you know, our body needs more than just obviously rices and pasta. We need to have some good fatty acids and things like that. So nuts is a really good thing to have in your prepper pantry, and they do last you a long time. You don't really have to repackage or do anything with them. They come in a little Milo bag themselves. That's absolutely fine. The worst thing with nuts is they just start to smell plasticky, but trust me, I have found some walnuts that have been like in the back of my cupboard. They're like 5-7 years out of date. They continue to be plasticky, but you can still eat them. You still be absolutely fine. Anyway, there was £1.75, which is quite a big chunk of the budget for 200 grams. Okay, but nonetheless, I thought it was really, really important to stress the fact that you should also have something like nuts in your prepper pantry, okay? For the same reason, we are talking about the soft figs. Again, £1.05, not the cheapest. This is 175 grams. Again, figs are good. Any dried, dehydrated fruits, vegetables are good for you, and they keep a lot of the nutritional value within them. So again, very important. So because I haven't got actually any figs whatsoever, they're a good thing to have. So pick one of those up. Next thing is my lemon juice, right? 35p still, which is good. 200 ml. Yes, you can buy them bigger on Amazon. You can buy them in 5 litre ones. I, for some reason, don't like them. I do prefer them in the tiny little bottles. Again, for the shit hit in the fan situation, guys, or generally, you can add it to water, add it to tea. You can add this to your canning if you do canning to intensify the acidity of whatever you canning. Okay, generally, it's got many uses, and for 35p, I think they're a little handy, and they kind of look a bit, I say cute, that sounds stupid, but anyway, they are what they are. 35p is an absolute bargain. Next thing, right, we are talking about, again, healthy fats, coconut oil. I've seen that again, and I've seen that the olive oil now is £5.99. I know, last time it was £5.69, wasn't it? So it's gone up again. Basically, obviously, we know, guys, all the fires in Europe and stuff, we kind of knew, we saw this coming anyway. And I did say after it was hitting like £4.50, I'm going to refuse to buy this because I have enough of it anyway. But anyway, having a healthy fats in your pantry is absolutely must. And £1.99 for, this is 276 grams or 300 millilitres of coconut oil. It is really, really good. It's good for your skin, it's good for your hair, and it's good for you to eat it. Why would you not have it? So £1.99. And it's got a nice jar as well. £1.99, it was absolutely must, so got one of them. And the last but not least, guys, is the multivitamins in the tablets, the ones you put in the water and they fizz up and it tastes like orange, where you get some multivitamins. It is super important, guys, not to underestimate the power of multivitamins, because especially in the a really tough situation, if we have to eat shit from the tins, right? Because let's be frank, guys, it's all especially processed stuff. It is just shit in a tin, right? It'll get you through, don't get me wrong, it'll keep you fit, but our bodies still need something that's decent. And of course, guys, the fresh produce is something you should be substituting this kind of stuff in a really tough situation, but it's not always possible. So having multivitamins in any kind is a good idea. If you follow, you know I've got quite extensive first aid kit and the tablets and this kind of things and vitamins. However, I think those things last just a little bit better than multivitamins in the tablets, although I still advise to have both. Like with anything I ever say to you guys, if you prep something, like prep the multiple options of the same item, if that makes sense. So like if you're doing the tin tomatoes, have tin tomatoes and powdered tomatoes and the tomato passata, because you can kind of substitute one for another. And the same thing goes with that. They were 95p, okay, and I think it's really, really good. Yes, you have to have water, of course, to consume them with, but I think they're a really, really good idea, and I'll be buying some more of those, definitely. So that's that, guys, right? So that was my £9.93. However, there was one thing that I have picked up as well. This is the throat lozenges, right? I've seen those in Lidl, and I haven't seen them before. They're £1.99 for 24. Okay, so the antiseptic with the local anesthetic. I'm a sucker for having a sore throat. Every time I get a cold, I get sore throat, and really, really badly. And it kind of made me think, like, and again, in a shit situation, yes, it's one thing with stocking up on the tablets and things like this, but when you have a sore throat and you can't sleep, it's another thing on the top of your worries that you have to worry about. So I thought, I don't actually have any throat lozenges. I think I have a pack of Hose in like a bag-out bag as a sweet thing, is whatever. I don't ask me why, but anyway. But as in my preps inside, I don't have any. And those ones here, £1.99 up against Strepsils, which are actually £4.99, which is, I think, is absolutely stupid, is really, really good. So, and the date on this was August 2026, which is, I think, is pretty good. They'll probably last pass by that anyway, maybe with some, reduced strength for your antiseptic. However, I don't know. Nonetheless, £1.99, they were my extra kind of a bonus item. But whether you want to include this or not, I don't know, because it will take me over the budget. But it's not really, if you're just beginning prepping, guys, this is not your priority by far. So we're not going to probably include that anyway. So there we are, guys. This is that. this is my little selection from this week in Lidl. So 1 week to go, guys. We've got the week number 10, and then we're gonna do a video to do a grand reveal of how much basically we managed to save up over 10 weeks. I can't wait, to be fair. I really honestly cannot wait, because as I said to you in the beginning, I keep buying the stuff and I put it in the bags, it goes in the spare room and it just sits there. I can't put this away in my cupboards, I can't mail bag it until I do the final video. So it'd be kind of a relief in a way of getting this all done, and so I can actually put this away into storage. So anyway, we'll stick around for this one, guys. So anyway, well, thank you very much for watching, and now she'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.